Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, August 11th.
Forensic audit, essentially the same thing as saying fire without even being able to point to smoke.
Forensic audit or no forensic audit? Amy Cherry has our top story.
Palm Coast City Councilman Nick Kloufis comes out against a call from a resident for a forensic audit of city finances.
What I also fear is that we may be intentionally or unintentionally pandering to some of the comments that are, of course, more heavily worded and potentially more intimidating. This is the opportunity where I have to ask my council members to help me understand and communicate clearly to me so that I can be on the same page of why are we asking for a forensic audit and where is the smoke that is potentially in the air.
Vice Mayor Ed Danko says council had come to a consensus and pledged to move forward with the audit the last time this issue came up.
I don't see any fire anywhere, as Councilman Kloufis said. I don't see any smoke anywhere, but we did make a commitment, so the least we can do is keep our word.
Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri says while she supported the idea of a forensic audit, she wants to be clear.
I do not think that there is any type of criminal activity or improprieties occurring with our staff. I think what our residents are looking for is transparency and understanding.
Mayor David Alphen argued the city already conducts an annual audit that's made public on the website.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
I'm afraid that if we do any type of pilot program, you know the headline is going to be Palm Coast allows chickens.
And once again, Palm Coast City Councilman Nick Kloufis' argument won the day. This week, council shot down a 2-year pilot program that would have allowed residents on 25 properties to have backyard chickens.
I am with these people from my stance of having the chickens. That chickens provide a valuable thing in our backyards. It's just not something that Palm Coast is ready for yet, which is a wild thing to say. But it is the reality of it.
Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri was strongly in favor of the pilot program.
I'm 100% in favor of this. So I think that making it a pilot program prevents it from what you're concerned about, Vice Mayor, which is growing. I mean, we're limiting it to 25 permits citywide. We have a city of 100,000 people. I would be in favor of more permits. So, I mean, I think what you have crafted here is something that does what we established we would want to do, which is truly see how it goes. And this is reasonable.
Mayor David Alphen unsuccessfully pushed for concessions. Both Vice Mayor Ed Danko and Councilwoman Kathy Hyder believe the issue should be decided by the voters. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
There's a hefty penalty for picking a certain type of berry in Flagler County.
Palmetto berries on Flagler County public lands might be tempting to pick, but a county ordinance forbids it. The word is out there is no palmetto berry picking allowed on county-owned lands because the food is necessary for wildlife. The FCSO arrested several trespassers who were picking the berries at county parks back at the beginning of the month, and then a caretaker at River to Sea walked outside and saw a few guys with berry picking apparatus. They took off and left their gear when they saw him, according to Flagler County Public Lands and Natural Resources Manager. While some private property owners allow the harvesting of the berries with permission, picking palmetto berries is not allowed on Flagler County-owned land or managed preserves and parks. Violators can expect to pay a penalty of up to $500.
A Flagler County Sheriff's Office employee is recognized on an international stage.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office Communications Supervisor Heather Robinson accepted the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials International Line Supervisor of the Year Award for 2023 in Nashville. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Heather is a great example of the quality and well-trained team that we have working in our communications center for the public.
Sheriff Staley says APCO International presents awards to public safety communications personnel who have demonstrated the highest levels of personal and professional conduct and performance in the line of duty. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
What are the big questions on Howard Hawley's mind?
Hawley referred to Evolve magazine that his company Touchpoint publishes.
How can we bring content to our audience? That's really the key. And and if we do that, we'll, have some partners and we'll do advertising and those things. But at the end of the day, the goal is to bring value.
Hawley said the question of why Evolve is a business magazine came up when another businessman asked why, and Hawley said he did not get defensive. But he said he tried to understand why he was challenging it. Business Minds Coffee Chat with host Jay Shearer is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 8:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The weekend is here, and there's plenty of family fun to be had in Flagler County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Tomorrow, Surfers for Autism is hosting their annual Flagler Beach Surf Festival. Come out to participate or volunteer with this amazing nonprofit organization. Flagler Sports Fishing Club presents the local brand's Fishing Expo. There will be raffles and mini clinics to learn from the pros in surf fishing, inshore fishing, live baits, artificial tackle, and more. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Lee Show with your WNZF local sports update.
High school football season is getting closer and closer. The Pirates take the field tonight in an intra-squad scrimmage at the Ship. A program record 101 kids will compete for Matanzas this evening. Coach Matt Forrest on why so many have come out for football.
We got a great buy-in. I would like to say that this is where I thought we would be. I thought it maybe would take a little bit longer. I think that's just a testament to our school, our program, the admin in our building, the coaches that we have. We really stress that it's hard to play for us and it's demanding. We demand a lot.
For the seniors, it's one more chance at Friday Night Glory.
They're doing really good. A lot of good football players, but most importantly, a lot of great young men. I think those guys are looking at this kind of as their last impression to do something. I think they're very proud of what they've accomplished in 3 years, but they feel like they left a lot out there last season.
Kickoff tonight is 5:30 at the Ship and is open to the public free of charge. Matanzas golfer Alexandra Gazzoli won the Florida Women's Amateur last month, winning the 54-hole event on the second playoff hole. She was unfazed by the playoff pressure.
I was very confident, but I guess I kind of had this feeling that I was going to win.
For Alexandra, this season is not only about her personal goals.
I would really like to make it to states as a team, and I'd like to, if I could, win the individual title again.
Matanzas coach Brandy Allred on how her superstar elevates the entire team.
They pick up on her work ethic, watching her and mimicking her. When she is putting, how she stands behind the ball, or if she's chipping, she marks out her yardage and goes back, and so she's able to teach some of those good habits that she's developed.
Their season tees off August 24th at home against the alma mater St. Augustine and Pedro Menendez. You can hear my full interview with Coach Allred on tomorrow's Rich and Mike Sports Show, 7:30 a.m., right here on WNZF. We're your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.